Welcome back to the Development channel, and today we are placing on a door trim for a VT and probably taking off this one too. And I'll be explaining some things you should probably do to your car anyways if you own a VT Commodore with the wind-up windows. Also joining us today, we have a little crab that I found at the beach yesterday. I have no idea what to name him. Give me names in the comments down below if you're interested. Anyway, so the reason I've taken off this door trim is because I had these cheap, shitty Pioneer things in it. And yes, I am very aware that my car needs a clean, and that will be done later today. But this is, just so you guys get a feel for this is a completely bare door. This is the bare inside without the wrapping of the door. And now you might be asking, oh, why do you have the wrapping off? It's because I needed to take out a dent from here. Now we still have dents inside this door, obviously, and I can probably bang them out if I find my rubber mallet, but I don't feel like doing that today. All I feel like is putting back on this door trim and getting a new speaker placed in there. I'm considering not getting Pioneers again. I'll explain that a little later. Oh, actually, I can explain that now. So what happened is we have a set of Pioneers in here. We have two Pioneers in this car. We have two JVCs, and we have one piece of we have three Pioneer pieces, two JVC pieces, and one piece of Sony piece in this car. Now, the speakers, not great from Pioneer. The subwoofer and its radio, fucking amazing. Now, we have, that is a Pioneer speaker, and that is an alligator trying to eat it. We have JVCs in the front. We had fucking JVC Pioneers in the rear, and we have a Pioneer subwoofer, which sounds amazing. But I got the cheap shitty ones because I was cheap at the time, and I'd spent about $1,000 on this. So I'm going to upgrade these to JVCs later. Not today, that'll be a whole different video. But I just widened them up previously, so it shouldn't be it should just be plug and play after I take off the door trim. Now, you may be asking, what is this? This is your lock. That is your lock. That goes up there. Now, it's not holding in place currently because I've taken off the thing. This is your door handle. And so we've got to push this all back on. And all the pieces are here. That is a piece of the box. And in order to do to remove this, you're going to need one of these. You're going to need a flathead screwdriver. You're going to need a crosshead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver. You're going to need a flathead, a Phillips, and two very tiny fucking pieces of two tiny Allen keys as well. I don't know what you Americans call them, but this is also a car that you don't generally have in America, so you know what? If you have it, so well be it. Oh well, too bad for you. So, let's get this on first. It's kind of simple. Look for a decent position there. So we're gonna look for a decent position to get this on, to get like recording and yeah. Hang on, we will find out. We're gonna try and get these. There we go. That looks like a pretty good position. Now let's get the toolbox behind this, and we're gonna have to open up the toolbox anyway. But for now, that should be a decent enough spot. If not, I can just move the door from here anyway. So, first thing we want to do is get that piece out. We're going to clip this all back in. So the handle is right apart if you really want to. We don't do it. We want to get this up. And So we want to make sure everything's aligned, because if not, it's going to look like that and it's not going to go on properly. And then it's going to look like that, it's not going to go on properly. I'm going to go for round 2 at this, because this is going to be a whole lot of fun. Going to get it on right the first time. Well, I already haven't got it on right the first time. So we're going to remove this again. Door trim off. Right. Then we just place this in. Everything should go into place. Once we feed it in. Now there's a lot of smacking involved in this. I understand that. Want it closed as we're getting it in, and we kind of want to just shuffle it around until we get into the interior door trim. So we can get it opening and closing again. This is also quite hard if you haven't done it many times in the past, or do it often. Then we just want to put this bolt in here before we lose it. Is that point? There. Cool. And then, next part, we chuck this back on. Like so. But we gotta find the lock first. And here comes the pliers. So what we need to do is we need to take this back out. Find where it's being placed. There. I'm going to do this off camera because it's going to be so much easier. And then I'll show you what to do from there. With disclaimer, you could also just unlock it, lock it, unlock it. That'll also work. Doesn't always work, but you can try it. Because I literally stopped recording for 2 seconds and then unlocked the car so I could open the door back up, and then boom, it worked. Cool. So that's that bit done. We're looking for a bolt, any old bolt, and we chuck it in there. So, put this on. Just gonna take us a second. And this little piece, if you've got it, which most companies will have it, you just slide back into there and you just tighten that back up. Simple as a doting a tree. And if you want to get it out, you just use a little pick to grab it out like that. That's why there's so many scratches on mine. There's a bunch of little holes. There's more on the front one than there are on the rears. But you just plug them in and then screw them in along it. It's not that hard to do. Just gotta do it. They all go along here, all up there. So I'm gonna go quickly do this because it's really hard to record and screw at the same time in this kind of position. But I will probably put it on record and just speed it up the whole. We're just here, and you just like tighten them up, and then we'll get the rest of this done in no time. 2 parts left to this, so you can see there's this little horseshoe thing. Just go ahead and remove that if you're going to be underneath your door trims a lot, because this thing is going to cause you a lot of suffering. It took me 30 minutes to get this one off, and a lot of killing. Now the other ones, it takes a screwdriver, and 2 picks. It's like you just hammer your screwdriver into there, and then you kind of just look for it and pick it out. Then what we do is it unclicks, and you can just pull it off. It takes way too long, and so just removing it if you're going to be under here long. All it's there for, pretty much, is to keep it intact with the. I'll put this in back into focus. Put it intact with the little thing there, but it works either way because it's still got the cylinders on the inside. Mine are a little bit chewed, but it's alright, it's old. But yeah, you can just remove that if you're going to be under here a lot. Yeah, I'm going to remove mine because I'm putting new speakers in, because JVC suck. And all I've got to say really is don't buy cheap speakers. Look, $100 per speaker. Anything less, don't get it. It's going to blow up on you. You just don't want to deal with that. And it's going to be more money you're going to have to spend than if you initially. Now, I've got warranty on my speakers, so I'm probably going to just I'm going to get mine fixed and then sell them and then buy a set of JVCs or JBLs. If you're going to get Pioneer, get the head units, get the subwoofers, spend a little bit of money on it. JVC is what I use generally for my speakers, and Sony. I'm getting new rear ones, so if you want to see a video on that, I can do that. But let's finish up this, putting the door trim back on. And yeah. And if you want me to show you how to remove one, leave me a comments down below. This is my Friday video. Recording this on a Thursday because I didn't have much time this week. Next week we are doing, I believe it's a Ford video I've got set up. And if you guys like this content, let me know. I'm going to get more of this out here. And we're just going to remove this real quick. So, this is a very fucking, it's poorly done. I know there's clothes in my car. Look, it's a very unclean car right now. It's getting cleaned later today. I'm not going to do a video on that though. So that's the thing you want to remove. This here, it's going to cause you so much pain. You can remove it, sell it for steel, whatever you want to do with it. But I'm choosing to remove mine. You can remove yours as well because, well, I've got to take off my door trim again. But let's get the rest of this video done. So, we want to put this on there and slide it back in. And done. We'll get this bit, put it on here so it looks flush. Okay, looks like it ain't flush. I'll put this bit, put it back in here so it's flush. Better. And we're done. And it's all done. And that's how we do it. If you guys want to know more, let me know. If you guys want to know less, if you want a video on how to remove this, I'm going to do one when I install new speakers into this. Yeah, look, mine's already going to be removed, so I'm not going to be showing that. But I can show that one and that one, because this car's side door also has its removed. So I can just pull it off anytime I wish and go like that. And it just comes off. Now we're putting this one away, and we're going to clean out my car later today. Welcome back. So do not get Pioneer. Pioneer are shit speakers. Yeah. If you're gonna get them, get Kenwoods, Sony's, and fucking JVC, JBL. The only Pioneer product I suggest you get is their 1300 power wood subwoofer. This is amazing. if you're gonna get a subwoofer, get the Pioneer one. Everything else, not Pioneer. Kenwood. I've been given mixed reviews about Kenwood. Apparently they blow up quite easily. So do the Pioneers as well. I'm not telling you to get them. But Sony, JVC, and JBL. I can't personally say any experience on the Kenwoods. I don't own a set. I've never owned a set. Not my point to say. Do not get, especially these ones, because they blow up quite quick. Being the Pelican Man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Leave me a like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what car you guys have. Let me know if you want to get a video done on it. And I'll see you later.